Hi guys, and welcome to It's Going Off podcast, episode 2. I was going to say part 2. You've got your host here today, Abdul Alamari, and
Mirad with you there again.
yeah, and today we are going to talk about
You tell me, what was it?
the Rona.
Oh, coronavirus again.
But listen, you know what? Listen,
Not again, bro.
it's again and again. But there's nothing to talk about. If you think about it, right? You walk outside,
Well, I thought it was going to be
Rona.
like a pop.
The Queen is going to come on today and talk about the
Yeah, I
Rona.
heard she's speaking at 8 o'clock, in it.
8 o'clock, and she's going to talk about the Rona.
Do you think? Obviously, what else? If we couldn't find anything else to talk about, what's she going to find to talk about?
The Rona. Nah, she's got a lot to talk about, bro. She's the Queen. She's sat in a
Yeah.
mansion, in a castle, somewhere, I don't know where. She's going to talk about the Rona. And that's
What do you
that's
think
always.
she's going to say, though? Like, everyone stop coming out.
She's going to
Straight
say,
up.
I demand you all to stay indoors. We all have to stay
Nah,
indoors.
I don't
They're
think
gonna they're gonna
I
scrap
don't think
you.
she. No, I don't think she'll advise us to stay indoors. She'll stick it on us like, yo, stay indoors. Nah, because we've been violating, bro. I've said it last time as well in the episode.
What do you mean? No. One
Stop. We are
Stop.
violating.
1
Bro.
second. You just stay. You don't.
Are we
One,
waiting for the
1 second.
5,000 death mark a day
1
for us to
second.
think, yo,
1 second. Let me finish. 1 sec. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't associate me with we. I have been in isolation. You have
In the
not
other
been in isolation.
hand,
You went for a jog today past the park in your car. I don't know how that makes sense. Right? I don't know.
literally, but I
I don't
jog in
know.
my car, innit?
I don't know how that's possible.
Who's got time for a jog, bro?
But you
Literally,
know
the
what it
jog
is?
thing is a myth, bro. Like,
You
I've been
know,
seeing people that I've never seen even walk or even think of a jog.
listen, you know what it is? You just Flintstones your car basically. Picked up, think, yeah, and start running down Alexandra Road, yeah, and done and dusted.
Well, I'm not
That's
gonna
what you've
lie.
done, yeah.
Literally, last
No,
time,
they're
literally,
not
when was
on.
it? Like 3 days ago. Had
Yesterday.
an appointment in town, innit?
Yesterday.
No, was it yesterday, bro? Literally not.
No, I know. It's 3 days ago. I know. Yesterday.
Yeah, I had an appointment in town,
Yesterday.
and then it was in the morning, innit? Around 12. I went.
Yesterday.
The place I was going to was closed, innit? So I was thinking, nah, like this was my highlight of the day. I was never been so excited to go to an appointment, bro. I swear down, I've never been so excited to go to an appointment. No, I was in town, and then the place was closed, and so I thought, no.
You know what my highlight of the day is?
What?
Nah, you know what? Nah, I don't have a highlight today. That's the
Let
truth.
me just finish the story, but
I
like,
don't want you
bro,
to
this
finish
is
it
how
because it was
peak
yesterday.
this lockdown is, innit? But and then after I found out this place was closed, I was like, nah, bro, I don't want to go back home, man. You get me? So, literally, this is what I've done, innit? Like, it might sound
Went for a jog.
I might have went for a jog, but I went to the petrol station, filled up the tank now, yeah. Man was doing laps around Manchester, bro. Thinking, no, I didn't want to go home, bro. I was just doing laps around Manchester. Do you know what? While I was doing the lap now, yeah, Manchester, I've seen like two police cars literally parked across the road with each other, innit? So there's one on the right, one on the left. They were stopping cars, literally. They were stopping cars. At that time, I didn't know they were stopping cars. I just thought, must have been an altercation. They probably stopped the car or whatnot. And then, literally, as soon as I was going past the car, the policeman came out of the van and he just lifted his hand. He was like waving at me. So at that time, I already went past what he's done. He literally went back in the van and I wrote my number plate down. So I thought, oh shit, yeah, they've got me. That's my daily jogging it. Done. They've marked it down. I can't come out again. But that's something in it. I didn't know they actually asked. But I've actually wrote my number plate down. Like that's it. This guy has been caught out once.
Listen, they saw you and they were like, right, there he is. We've been looking for this guy. He's from Australia.
Nah,
Let me
literally,
find
they've
him.
marked my number plate down. Like, yo, you're not coming out again. If you see it out again, that's it.
That's what I'm saying. Because you know what, I've not been out, so I can't really say anything. My highlight of the day is going for a jog, right? And then that jog, no, it's actual jog, not in my car jog, chill, yeah. My highlight of the day is going for the jog, yeah. And then while I'm going for the jog is basically, obviously, I have to jog past my car in it as soon as I walk out my house. Bam, go up past it. I give it a little tap on the back. One day I will drive you again. Don't worry. I miss driving my car. You know what it is? I miss stupid stuff. Like I miss putting diesel in my car. I miss revving it. I miss beeping. So the other day I took my car for a drive, right? I just went around the block, right? Okay, I lied. I went to my mum's house. Yeah, and I was just beeping at random people, like beep beep. Oh, it sounds so good. Yeah, but the streets, you know,
But you just said you've not been out for a
I
long time
haven't.
and all
I
that.
I
You
haven't.
just said
I
you was going
haven't.
to
I
mum's.
haven't.
Why even going to mum's? Was that not risky
What,
itself?
what do you mean? You said I'm going to my mum's. I don't know what you're on about. Anyway, let's carry on.
Oh,
And the Queen's
oh,
speaking
oh,
today. Listen, if we're out
oh,
here,
switch the
listen,
subject rapid.
if you're gonna
I
try
don't know where you went.
if you're gonna try catching me out every single time, right? It's gonna be a
Right.
toe to toe podcast, right? And then we might as well not talk about coronavirus. I might as well try catching you
No,
out.
no.
Yeah,
Well, there's nothing else to talk
you
about. We
said to
know
me
that, fam.
you went for a jog past the park, but then he said to me in your car. So therefore, you don't jog. I'm
Bro,
done. I'm done. Anyway, the Queen's talking today. Personally, I don't know what she's gonna say. You know,
what's literally, I literally think she'll just put restrictions on the lockdown, like no more, no more jogging. It's already on the news. They said they're already reconsidering this 1 hour jog thing because people are taking it this, but no one's jogging. Everyone's just,
I'm.
especially today, but the park is packed. Literally, like
Is
everyone's
it?
sunbathing. Yeah, the sunbathing. Everyone's chilling.
Obviously, you jogged past the park, so you would know.
Yeah, obviously, literally, jogged slash drove.
Next thing you know, you're gonna say
No, no, I
cycle.
was jogging. I was jogging 50 miles an hour, man. Should just call it that.
You say
Literally,
more.
we've been here, literally, bro. It's saying Boris Johnson urged to reconsider lockdown by coronavirus advisor. So, like, they're literally going to take off this 1 hour jog. Even the shopping thing's a bit of a myth, bro. The social distancing and that, bro.
What
Literally.
social distancing?
That's what I'm saying, man. It's dead. Anyway, at least now we know the 5G theory is out the window.
Listen, anything to do with conspiracy, yeah, guys, go on YouTube, type in conspiracy, and you can watch that. Right, it's mind-boggling. It comes back to the thing I said the other day. What if they want you to believe in conspiracy? So you start believing in conspiracy. It just makes you paranoid. You know what? Forget it.
Yeah,
Forget it. Forget it. Right. But I've got a question for you though.
go on.
Yeah. Do you think, right? Here's a question that's been, it's been, before I asked you the question, I'm going to tell you how that thought came about. I don't know. But anyway, do you think that UK have taken the right measures? I'm here trying to figure out how to say it. The right measures
To contain this virus.
to contain this virus. Do you think they did the right thing, basically? Forget all
Not at
this.
all, bro. Not at all. Literally not
Do
at
you
all.
not? Interesting.
Not at all, bro. Like compared to other countries, bro, especially Boris Johnson, so, like they've advised him to stay in isolation even longer.
I think Boris Johnson's
Yesterday,
done a good job.
yesterday, his wife tested positive for
Oh,
coronavirus, and
that's nice. Yeah,
she's
she's pregnant
pregnant
as
as
well.
well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you bound. Listen, if you live in a house with some people, with family members, and you get the coronavirus, or you're bound, they're bound to catch it. So it's inevitable. Like you can't run away from it. Do you see where I'm coming from? But
Yeah,
what I'm saying to you is, do you think they took the right measures and done the right thing in
bro.
order for them? Because
All right, even if they did, but a lot of people are saying Boris Johnson was a bit late. He took like
no, you know what it is? No, no, you can't say that. You cannot say that. Shall I tell you why you can't say that? Yeah,
why?
because I think he's done the right thing at the right time and he's took the right measures based on the population, based on the UK. Because let me tell you something, right? Now you get 1 hour, yeah, lockdown. People are losing their minds. If he went and did what Italy did, yeah, we'll have a suicidal rate. A very high suicide. People start killing themselves if they said they took this 1 hour away. People are
Yeah,
using that 1 hour
but
for the right measures, and then you get other people that using it for the wrong measure, for the wrong things, like walking a bloody rabbit. Who
yeah.
walks a rabbit?
Talking about suicide now, I've seen that video that was getting about. I've seen it on Snapchat, and it's literally someone. It's just somewhere in Europe, innit? I can't. I think it's somewhere in Spain, somewhere around them sides. Someone literally jumping from the top floor of the flats head first. But
Oh, that was in I seen that. That was in New York, but
is it
yeah, New York's a different ball game. Yeah, New
New
York's a
York?
different ball game. Yeah, it was in New York. Though. I'm sure it was New York. I seen it. It said New York, but you know what? You never know. It might be Europe. But like I was saying, like you get people who are actually using that 1 hour to actually go for a jog, like me. Yeah, and then you get people who use that 1 hour to go for a jog drive, like you. It's different. Like you
Bro,
can't like. But see where I'm coming from. Like I seen
yeah.
people,
Oh, all
people,
right.
people having
All right.
barbecues in the park, man. Like.
Back to when you said that Boris Johnson acted at the right time and everything. Even here, the majority of the public believe, obviously, Boris Johnson, the government in general, acted too late in imposing restrictions on like the British public.
Yeah,
Basically, the lockdown. The
yeah.
lockdown. was late.
Right. Okay.
Should have
Right.
done a bit earlier.
Yeah.
To be honest, even before the lockdown, I was saying to everyone like, "Yo, we need
It's
a
not even a
lockdown. It's
lockdown.
getting out of hand." Yeah, now it's not a lockdown. That's why they're reconsidering the whole lockdown situation to even take off the 1 hour jog.
That's because the British public, the obviously I don't want to swear and I don't want to say anything, but they're not taking it serious. Listen, right? Listen, let me tell you something, right? Italy, right? When Italy was hit the level that UK are in now, yeah, they were absolutely locked down. People were not allowed to leave their apartments, their houses.
Yeah,
We're touching 700 people a day for the past 2 days, right? Today we're touching 700. Yesterday we touched 700. I think the day before we touched about roughly about 700. Yeah, you can still get about. You can still go shops. You can still do. In Italy, you couldn't do that. So they are very lenient, right?
yeah.
And then
Which
people,
was, people are still taking a piss. Don't know,
yeah,
like even
yeah,
though
and
they're not respecting it, they're still getting about.
no, I
Still,
absolutely agree. I'm 100% agree with you, which will get worse. So if people listened, yeah, and took their jog drive some more seriously, but to be fair with you, I'd rather people drive than jog.
yeah.
The reason why is because they're locked in a box, and
Do you know what? I've literally
the
just read.
virus stays in that box.
I've literally just read this. I don't know if it will make sense or if it's something to say, but it's just something to put out there, isn't it? Like, do you know why the government is just longing this just to obviously withhold what's it called? The word I'm looking for. Basically, long out Brexit talks.
You know what? No, here we
Don't you
go.
think?
Sounds like a conspiracy to me. What do you
That's all
guys
I
think?
because I just read here, innit? Like it says, Brexit will make it harder to fight future pandemics. Well, that's what
No, listen. Right, we'll come to that. We'll come to that. Right, I'll come to that in a second. Right, let's just stay around a UK taking the right measures in terms of for this pandemic. I personally think they have. I personally think if they go any stricter than this, people will lose their brains. Like the way Italy have lost their brains. Do you understand? But it's maintaining it. So at the moment, I think they're maintaining it. I think Boris Johnson's done the right thing. If he goes any worse than this, if he goes, I mean, comparing it, let's compare UK to America. Oh, oh,
different,
oh,
different level. Like
oh.
that comparison is like, it won't be valid to be honest. It's not
You
fair
can't, you
comparison.
can't, you can't. Do you understand? Like, look at it. Look at the way Trump's dealt with it,
Bro,
and look at the way
today,
Boris Johnson dealt
just
with
in
it.
America, 300,000 cases.
300.
300,000.
They're up to 300,000 cases.
And we've only
Do you
got
understand?
what is
We're doing very well as a nation. Yeah, as much as negative as the media is, and I think we're doing very well considering the shops are still open, considering people still go out, considering people still go to the park and everything. And I know they say how many cases have we had in the UK?
that? So I'm trying to see today's one.
I don't think it's updated. I tried looking at it before. But do you see where I'm coming from? I think Boris Johnson, if he goes any stricter than this, I
I've
think a lot
seen
of
literally
people, I
BBC
think a lot of
News
people,
40 minutes ago said exercise out of the home could be banned if people flout rules. Basically, people are not listening.
yeah, yeah, of course. And I absolutely, and you know what is right? I agree, and it's a shame because there's people out there that have got there's people out there who are who need that exercise for their mental health, and because
Yeah,
because
mental
because
health is
someone,
the best thing.
do you understand? And it's not easy staying at home all day.
No, of
Like
course it's not. Of course it's not. That's
I'm
why
losing
I
it.
take my daily drives.
Yeah,
Like,
daily
wow.
jog drives. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm losing it. Half of I've gone bald. Half of my hairs I pulled it out already. Yeah,
Well, I
but
don't know. Talk about my hair though.
let's not get there.
If you know, you know,
But listen, like I
innit?
said, listen, we're not going down that route because we're gonna go from coronavirus, yeah,
Innit? Like,
to Muad's
innit?
line,
No, no,
right?
no, no. That's not the subject, bro. I love that, bro.
Well, listen, I'm saying,
Anyway,
uh,
literally,
but here's what. But apparently, you know what is right through all this pandemic and everything, right? It's some obviously you get some good news and you get some bad news. I think that good news is a lot more than the bad news, even though you know what, losing like the amount of people have died and everything, and it is sad and it is a difficult time, right? But for the NHS, I mean, NHS has come out is coming out on top. They've just wiped out what is it, 13 billion? Apparently, so they've wiped out 13 billion off the NHS debt.
yeah, yeah, I've seen that as well.
That's a lot of money, man. That's
That is a lot
positive.
of money.
That's
That is a
positivity
lot of
there.
money.
Like before this
Exactly.
pandemic started, when I thought UK we're gonna get it like really badly, and we're gonna hit
Bro,
rock
it will.
bottom.
I still think they will, especially after the pandemic goes away. I think they will get it, bro. Slowly, but it's like slowly, it's getting out.
The, for the economical side of it, yes. But you know what? No, I don't agree. You know why I don't agree? You know what? I was researching. I was reading this yesterday. Yeah, America, right now, the US right now,
Yeah,
out of every single country in the world, right? USA right now, or continent, whatever you guys want to call it. Yeah, America's a continent. Yeah. USA right now are the worst in it all right now.
yeah, of course,
A
of course.
quarter of the world's, I think roughly about a quarter of the world's um, of infected people around the world are there. So that is really really gonna push. That's gonna push the economy is shredding it. So that can affect obviously Donald Trump's status in power. Do you
I
understand?
know.
So that will affect us. But at the same time, if it carries on like this, it can destroy the dollar. So the
Yeah,
dollar potentially can go towards a route where the dollar is no longer an inter as the main world currency. If UK pull out of this, especially with the NHS debt getting written off, that means NHS is back at full force after the pandemic. The pound can be the international currency. You see
well,
where I'm coming
literally,
from?
the debt is a blessing. Do you remember like they wanted to literally um, get rid of the NHS, and now they ended up writing off 13.4 billion, bro. That is
NHS is going
nuts.
nowhere right now.
Nowhere they need it, bro. They're literally holding it with their bare hands, bro.
They're holding it very, very tight. And you know what? Here's like obviously inside, like when you read into the inside is what inside. When you read it more about it, you realize that what the NHS and what the government went and done is went to the banks and said, listen, if you don't start writing these debts off and these debts increase, yeah, we're gonna get hit 10 times worse than a recession. But so potentially after all this, we could come out on top. If we come out, if Boris Johnson pulls this off, which I personally think he is gonna pull it off, and it is being pulled off, right?
Yeah.
We'll
But
come
talk
out on
about the
top.
NHS, bro. Like even
We're doing all right as a country. We're doing
s-
very well.
the staff. All right, the NHS is doing good, but the staff aren't. Literally, bro. The staff they heard about how they've asked to
Oh,
share their masks and and the gloves and all that. They literally asked to share. That's like, because there's no more masks in it.
see, that's the downside. That's the terrible side of it. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
and
We
bro,
don't
it's
have enough
mad.
equipment
Yeah,
for we don't have enough equipment for the nurses and for the medical staff, and you know what is that's something that has to be on the government's head. Obviously, there's no doubt about that, right? But at the same time, is because the pandemic has come so quick and hit so fast, so quick, and at such power. How like if you was in power, where would you get all the where what can you do? You can't get it from China, right? Because right now, potentially, imagine this, right? Let me break it down to you. Imagine this pandemic, the coronavirus is a political thing. Let's go, right? For example, yeah. And now
yeah, but
China,
China has been sending care packages though to different countries. It tried sending one to the UK, but UK rejected it. It didn't want it.
because they were sending care packages comes with a debt, bro.
Okay, like, bro,
But we've
take
got our own. I think you know what it is. That is something. I'll be honest with you, right? Like in terms of handling the whole situation, yeah, they're doing well. In terms of looking after the NHS, looking after
no, they're not looking after the
the,
NHS.
they're
But
not.
how have they asked 85% of the NHS staff to isolate at work? That
See, that's terrible.
because
See, that's
because you know why? Because they failed to test the NHS staff. They don't know who's got what. They failed to test them, so they told, all right, everyone, you're gonna isolate at work. What does that mean? 24-hour work. What do,
they
they're gonna wake up?
can't.
They're gonna wake up
That's
straight to work. If like they sleep at work, everything is at work. That's
see, you
85%.
can't do that. No, 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 I 100% agree with you. In
Yeah,
that sense,
when you're saying
you
like
can't.
the
Yeah,
government's handling stuff, they are
no,
doing good, but especially like actually no, but they're not handling it. This lockdown is not a lockdown, not
it's
lockdown.
not lockdown. It's not lockdown. But in the sense where of the people who have been affected and recoveries and a death rate, it's maintained, right?
It's to the
But in
point.
terms,
It's to the point where Jeremy Corbyn started sending for Boris Johnson.
They'll always send for each other.
Also, we could,
Yeah,
if we would have had the situation, the
yeah,
coronavirus outbreak, we would have had it controlled way faster.
yeah. No, no, I 100% agree with you, and that's something that I absolutely get it. Do you understand? But at the same time, like in terms of handling it, they've done the right thing. Yeah, but in terms of for the NHS, it's what they're gonna do in the next week or two. It will define it all together. Do you understand? Like, fair enough.
That, but
they do
they say
need equipment. They do need masks. They do. That is something that is
they did say in the next 2 3 weeks the deaths will start having it more control, which means the deaths will start slowly coming down.
hopefully. But you know what? Like, I don't I don't want to go down the route of what's the word I'm looking for? I forgot. I forgot what I was going to say. I don't want to go down the route of conspiracies and stuff, right? But and obviously they say 700 deaths and everything, right? Is the question? I keep asking myself this question: Where are these deaths? Why the
Yeah,
hospitals empty?
it's not that, bro. Do you know even America, that the people that die of suicide, natural causes,
Mm,
anything, they all add it to the coronavirus deaths. I think they're doing the exact same thing here. Not everyone's dying of coronavirus. They're dying just natural illness. They're just dying of even suicide, just natural deaths, like anything, and then they just add it to the top.
yeah. What about the
Say this guy
people?
died of coronavirus. There is
There
a
you
lot of
go.
people that do that. They're not a lot, but obviously there is people that even that we know that died of the coronavirus, but not to the point where it's got to 700 deaths a day. That I'm not sure. And if that's when the media comes in, they might just be making up numbers.
No, I 100% don't agree. You know what? At the same time, you know what? The way I look at it, right? It's uh, you know what it is. It's just it's that the more you think about it, the less sense it makes.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
The less you look at it, did you say?
No, the more you look at it, the less sense it starts to make. It makes basically, right? So the way I see it like this, right, is where are the first? Where are these deaths, right? For
Well,
anyone that
I
listen,
said this from the first day that coronavirus hit the UK. Like cases are starting to pop out of nowhere. Like I used to always think, where are these people? Why is no one came up on social media at least and said, I've got it. Until obviously a week or two, celebrities start showing symptoms,
oh
going in
yeah,
self isolation. That's when it started to get more believable. When people started coming out saying, "Yeah, I've got it.
hmm
This has got it,"
hmm
and like even people now say, "Oh, a relative died, family member's got it." A family member died. That's when now it's becoming more believable. But when it started, it was a bit weird. Like no one had it.
no one's had it.
It's
Yeah,
just the news is
hmm
just feeding us
definitely.
with numbers, with mad like news titles. But no, anyway. Have you heard about the Labour's got a new leader?
Huh?
It's not obviously Jeremy Corbyn stood down. What's he called?
Oh yeah. I heard
Starmer.
about that. Yeah,
Starmer.
yes.
He
He's no
won it. Was
longer.
it
He's no longer.
yesterday?
You know what? I don't know, man.
Let's see. Well, the way just first impression, the way he looks, like he looks a bit devilish.
You know what?
I
Like,
don't even know him.
I was gonna say this. Sorry
I
to
don't
stop you.
research him.
For anyone that listens, for anyone that's listening to this, right? That is very anxious or has anxiety um, about all this, right? Is stay away from all the negative news, and because I've been speaking to a lot of people, and a lot of people that suffer like anxiety disorder and everything, they all say the same thing to me: where are we going, what's going to happen? Because it's the fear in it, it's the fear in people that is killing them. Is guys, honestly, you know what, if you was to look at the history and look at this time last year, we've had more deaths in the UK in this month alone than what coronavirus has created. So potentially, like Maad said, that a lot of people that have maybe died of a heart attack or whatever it might be, um, or getting run over, whatever it is, right? Maybe they're getting signed off for coronavirus. Maybe that's true, because the hospitals are some hospitals. I won't say them all, right? Some hospitals, from speaking to some nurses and everything, they're not as busy as we think we thought they are. And if you was to look at Italy at the moment, they started hitting 700 people dying a day. Right, it was such a big thing. You were seeing people lying around. You see, we're hitting 700 people, and you're not seeing that, right? Obviously, I'm not saying it's not a pandemic. It is a pandemic, and you have to take caution. You have to be cautious, and you have to take your precautions and everything, right? But at the same time, look at a positive. You've got literally 2% chance of actually dying from this. If you're under 30, you've got like 0.2%. Yeah, it's mainly at the older age. So I wouldn't. worry too much about it.
Stay away from the news. To be honest, that's the biggest advice I'll give. Stay away from the news.
Definitely.
Stay away. Like just actually, it's hard to stay away from the news now because you can't. There's nothing. Like,
No, no. You know what it is? It's not the fact that staying away from the news. It's
social media is
everywhere.
basically the news now. Wherever you go,
Yeah.
talks about Corona. Wherever
Yes.
you go, on it. So it's a bit hard.
It's everywhere. You go on Twitter, it's all about
Wow.
coronavirus. You go on Facebook, it's all about coronavirus. It's everything, it's all about coronavirus. But you know what it is? Try getting the positive out of it, because if you was to look at the positivity, like I'm on Twitter right now, right? Okay. I'm looking at the positive side of it, right? Spain's daily death toll falls for the third day in a row. That's good. We're a week behind Spain, or 2 weeks behind Spain. Brilliant. Yeah, if they hit 1,000. So when people say what's the peak, what's the peak? The peak is average is about 1,000 in
Does say
Europe.
yeah, it's 1,000. Even here it says I just seen it now. They said the peak will of 1,000 will reach in this Easter break. So it'll
Yeah, yeah.
reach now soon as
Yeah, so once it gets to 1,000, we'll start seeing it coming down, right? But the social distancing will probably last longer. Fair enough. But at the same time, the peak is 1,000, and hopefully, as soon as we get to 1,000, we can start seeing a rewind
here it is.
on
Deaths could reach 1,000 a day by Easter peak.
yeah, by end of, but next Sunday, but basically in the next 2 weeks, hopefully we should start seeing it coming down. But yeah, so l- I was reading something the other day in it about Sports Direct, right? And how
Oh, they are, bro. Yo, go on.
guys, sorry man, I have to say this, guys. If you work for Sports Direct,
So you took a fat L
if you
for
work
the
for Sports
in the
Direct,
first place.
I I feel your pain. I don't really, but
Oh,
I,
all right,
I'm
before I
sorry.
even take it, let's talk about the sports direct manager. He must have like I don't know, man.
What, the
He must
owner?
owner basically, not the manager, so the owner of the whole Sports Direct.
Isn't it the
What?
same? Yes,
Because
forgot.
honestly, before we even like say what the news is about Sports Direct,
I
just
can't just
let's
say it. Just say it. I want to cry. It's that bad. It's that bad that
well,
I want to cry. Yeah.
Sports Direct. Obviously, it's closed all its stores, but it's still demanding its staff to still work. How does that make sense?
With the shutters down, so
Basically, we have the shutters down, get working. Either start hanging stuff up, wiping the floor, whatever, folding the t-shirts, whatever you do, you're still coming on to work. While the rest of the people, the rest of the UK workers are getting sent home on sick pay. They're still getting paid. Some are getting
that's
not
mad.
even sick pay. Some of them are getting the whole pay. Sports Direct, the owner sat down and said, "No, I am not letting this happen. You're still gonna come and work."
I ain't paying no lazy people.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't paying you to sit at home. Come and
Wow,
work. We'll shut the shutters. We don't need customers. You're still gonna work for your money.
wow.
That is peak, bro. Should just give like a little 1 minute silence for that.
They need. I
Okay,
need
in
to
case
unlog
anyone
now.
in case anyone works in Sports Direct and is listening.
I'm sorry, guys. I do. It's only a podcast. No hard feelings. But no, no. But you know what it is. You know what? I personally, I'd rather work than stay at home, because I'm actually losing my marbles.
But
Like, like
okay, but imagine working when with no customers. Like the shutters are closed. What are you doing? And knowing majority of the workers in the UK are at home getting full pay, chilling at home, doing nothing, and you're here working at Sports Direct. It's like stocking up shin pads
it is what it is,
over
bro.
and over again. I bet they stick off shin pads the next day. They come take it off, stock it again.
I'll just start playing football. Me, start kicking a tennis ball about, or start kicking.
They
I
get a
don't
little
know,
five
man.
side going in there. I think that's what they might be doing,
That's all right. Bro, listen, I would know that store from the back of my hands. I could go
Yeah,
blind and go in that store and start walking around and know exactly everything. I
see,
swear, like it's a
it's,
joke.
it's
That is
peak.
what other things did I read the other day? I can't remember. Um,
Obviously, obviously the recent thing is just literally the government is having lockdown restrictions. Like
yeah,
finally, anyway, about time.
the restrictions gonna have to happen. Okay, um, I don't know. You know what it is? Like it's actually got to that point
You know
where
what's actually funny?
uh
I remember I read this to you. I think it was what day is it today? Sunday. I read it to you on Friday when I said the government,
Yo,
please.
listen. You need to reword that because that sounded so wrong, guys. No, he doesn't read, but he doesn't read stories to me. We
No,
were
I've
just playing.
mentioned.
Yeah, right.
I've
Get it
mentioned it to
right.
you. I've
Yeah,
sent it to your
yeah.
WhatsApp.
Get it
I've
right.
shared
Yeah,
it to you that I was because
yeah.
we know
Thought so.
this weekend is supposed to be the hottest weekend this year.
Nice gone. He read it to me.
That's what it says. It's supposed to be the hottest
I got
weekend this
scared.
year. So the government plead the public to stay at home. When I was taking my daily jog now,
Drive.
no,
I know.
everyone was out. No one listened to the government,
No one's gonna listen.
even though
People.
they gave them an order to stay at home.
I
Everyone's
know.
sunbathing.
I know.
My next door neighbor, I know I keep mentioned him last week. My next door neighbor,
Stop snitching.
he's cut his like literally he's cut his garden like 3 times in a week.
He's
It's not become
bored.
grass no more. It's literally cut like it's got to the soil part. He's still lawn it, lawn mowing. It's got to the soil part. It's not. See, it's there. I can hear it now. It's third time this week. Obviously, I don't blame him. He lives
That's
by
me.
himself. Innit?
But you know, it's people are bored, man. You know what it is? People are just losing it, and people are bored, and people need to go out, and you know, it's kind of, it is getting, you know, like I'm seeing my neighbors doing things that I've never seen them do before. Like for example, stretching in the back garden. It's
Stretching.
like
Why look
God
at my neighbours
knows.
like garden?
Listen, I look out my
Keeping on our
window.
yard.
I look out my window. Yeah, I look out my window, and I see everything. Like, oh come on, bro. I don't like. Why'd you got to stick on me like that? But anyway.
Sticky one.
Um,
Anyway, next, please. Next, please. Man.
but you know what I'm gonna do? I swear, right? As soon as this quarantine's over, yeah, I'm gonna drive to McDonald's. I'm gonna get a nice fish fillet, yeah, and then I'm gonna. That's my breakfast.
Oh, is that where you?
Beside,
Is that where you going? McDonald's, bro.
yo, 1 minute, man. Let me finish, man. You gotta
Ah,
start.
not
You gotta
McDonald's,
start.
man.
This guy,
I
stop
am
judging
going
me.
on like a takeaway crawl, but I'm going everywhere, restaurants. I'm bro.
Listen, I am camping on Wimslow Road. Listen, I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna go Nando's.
Massive camping.
I'm gonna go. Listen, I'm telling you this now. Yeah, I am gonna develop God knows high blood pressure after this is finished. I'm gonna go Nando's. I'm gonna eat everything. And listen, Nando's is getting it, and then I'm gonna
Yeah,
go to Windsor Road. Right, I'm gonna go. You know what? It is? My mouth is watering just talking about the
just
food. You
talking
know,
about it. But
just
I
oh my god.
spoke about this yesterday with someone. Do you know after all this pandemic
I feel
is
like
finished,
crying.
hopefully, and the social distancing is finished, hopefully. Like places would be so packed. Like even say Nando's, you're not getting into Nando's, bro.
Listen, I'm fighting
You are
everyone.
definitely not getting into Nando's.
I am fighting everyone.
It'll be so packed every second of the day. Someone comes in straight away out.
I will listen. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I will go around coughing.
Bro, by that time, people when you cough, though, you know, last time I said it's like people be laughing at you. Say that,
I will cough
been
at
there doing
everyone.
that. Cough somewhere else. Let me enjoy my.
Listen, I can
Get
just.
out
Oh
of
my
here,
god.
mate.
Oh my god. And all the desserts, the cookie dough. Oh my god. The milkshakes, art
I
cheese,
like it, man. Why are we doing this to ourselves?
Popolinos, the doner kebab. Listen, I'm done. you know what, to be fair with you, I am hungry right now. That's the truth. The truth. But coming to right, obviously, to the end of the podcast, right? Um yeah, so just back to back to the main topic about the
Queen,
UK.
literally, the Queen is talking in 2 minutes.
What do you say?
Hour and a half, actually.
And I want to. What do you mean 2 minutes? This guy. Can someone give him a watch, please? Yeah. But yeah, I was saying, you know what? It is, guys. Just stay positive, right? And those that suffer from anxiety or stress, whatever it is, I can relate to. Is honestly, um, just stay around the positive news, and this is going to end very soon. Trust me. And then
Hopefully,
we can do video podcasts, and you guys can see
we'll keep on
our
looking at
faces.
holiday pictures, videos, bro.
I'm looking at my four walls.
It's getting to me.
I started drawing on my walls.
I must. I
I
must.
drew I drew a beach on my wall the other day, and
No way.
you know what I did? I
Oh,
drew a beach on my wall, and I was just staring at it. Yeah, and I put some like
do you know
wave
what I
like
regret not
ocean
buying?
noises in the background. Oh
Do you know
lord,
what I regret not buying them VR things for the
of yeah,
PS? VR would
Then
have done
oh
the
yeah,
job
yeah, yeah,
now.
yeah. Listen, I went and bought. Listen. I don't want to talk about PlayStation. I don't want to talk about games. I'm absolutely hammered with COD and FIFA. I'm just thinking. You know what is talking to you? I'm thinking about COD.
Oh,
I need. I need
was
Warzone. Ah, it's the way.
speaking.
Anyway, listen. Right. Okay. So, like I said, guys,
That's
stay,
it.
remain positive. Stay indoors. Whatever the Queen says today. Um, she's gonna say it. We can't
Yeah, we'll
change
find
nothing.
out. Find out what she says. Hopefully, it makes
Yeah.
a big
hmm
impact.
Hopefully, and it's just got to stay positive, man. You know what it is like.
Yeah,
We'll be over. We'll be over very soon, and before you know it,
we're back about
back about. Rather than
chilling.
staring at the beach on my wall, I'll be staring at a real beach in Blackpool, maybe.
Man said Blackpool. Well, I'm literally
I
taking a
am
flight
driving
anywhere,
to Blackpool. A flight,
anywhere,
a flight,
flight anywhere, anywhere.
bro.
Literally any flight, bro.
You
I'm
know what
just
I've been
gonna.
doing?
What?
I've been playing GTA and jumping on a plane and driving and flying the plane to a beach and sitting there,
I've been
just sitting there
GTA
and
and what?
watching it. Like this is the
GTA.
life. What?
I've been swimming in GTA.
You've been swimming? Bro, I've been socializing. No, no social distancing on GTA. Just walk around. Hi, hi,
Sure,
hi.
that's him. Go on.
Right. Okay. Anyway, right. Um,
Wrap up time.
wrap up time, and guys, we'll be back
Literally.
next week. Yeah. So just make sure you share
I
the
need to get.
podcast, and like our pages on YouTube, Instagram, and if there's any subject that you guys want us to talk about, just send it over, and then hopefully we can bring a subject. If it's about food, definitely, please, guys, please choose
Yeah,
food.
anything
I
other
want to
than
talk about
coronavirus. I'm getting
food.
something like
I know,
coronavirus
no
is
more
just getting
Corona.
repetitive
Corona,
now.
Corona. Food,
Anything literally food. Oh,
food, food.
food.
You know what I'm starting to? You know what I'm
Food
starting to
would be a shout.
sound like the minions in it. Food. No, no, they're the aliens. You want the green aliens at Toy Story? Food.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
forget
yeah.
that. This is what the Rona's doing to me. But anyway,
Literally.
listen, right,
Go on.
guys. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Yeah, guys, stay
Yeah.
safe and stay positive. And like I said, if there's any subject that you guys want us to talk about,
Just let
anything,
us know.
there's no food, please, food. Anyway, right, and peace out.
That's it. Take care, guys. See you next week.